So you woke up this morning, rolled around in bed, hit the snooze button a couple of times, and then finally decided to get up. You took a shower, made a cup of coffee, got dressed, and maybe even ate breakfast. What you didn't realize as you were getting up this morning is that today, right now actually, you're going to learn the meaning of life. It's a question that philosophers and physicists have been asking for centuries. And I'm about to tell you right now. What is the meaning of life? The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. I've always been involved with service. It was something that my parents, my sister, my mentors told me I should get involved in. I never asked why. It wasn't until my sophomore year college spring break trip that I understood why I kept myself involved. Now, when most people hear college and spring break used in the same sentence, they think of a relaxed week at the beach or a crazy wild party in Cancun. What most don't realize are that there are thousands of students over hundreds of colleges who choose the alternative spring break. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Alternative spring break provides the opportunity for college students to go all across the US and even abroad to participate in service trips. The week-long trip is surrounded on service, team building, and personal growth. My first ASB trip was my sophomore year. I went to a facility called Give Kids the World in Kissimmee, Florida. Give Kids the World is a facility that inspires hope to children with terminal illnesses. One night, I was in a golf cart delivering pizzas to the individual houses that these families lived at. It was a very simple yet joyful task. Until I came up to Villa 55. I parked my golf cart in the driveway, walked up the road, knocked on the door, and the door opened, and my heart sank. In front of me sat a child no more than 10 years old with hundreds of wires connecting him to a wheelchair, keeping him alive. His smile reached ear to ear as he thanked me for bringing him his favorite dinner. That moment changed my life. I could not believe how much joy a simple act of delivering a pizza gave to a child who has been through so much pain in his life. That moment took me off my path, and I started to make a trail. Alternative spring break is not just about a week-long service trip. Our mission is sustainable service. And the first part of sustainable service comes with direct service. Now, we have students from thousands of colleges going all over the world. These students partake in service projects dealing with homelessness, poverty, education, and environmental change. It is easy to become numb to these issues over the 4 years that you're safely on a campus. And that is why it is so important to kickstart and motivate the service mentality in our youth. This is what we call motivational service. It was last year that I led my first alternative spring break trip. We led it to Appalachia, Virginia, a project called Mountain Justice. Now, I don't have a huge love for nature, but I chose to go on this trip called Mountain Justice because I had no idea what this issue entailed, and I wanted to motivate other students to do service. The week was filled with a lot of hard work, very eye-opening experiences, and was extremely emotional as we saw the people of Appalachia thank us for our service. I came back to Richmond invigorated, and this is the key. This is the key to channel this service mentality back into the campus and the community the students originate from. To engage students who go thousands and hundreds of miles away to do a service trip, to engage them, to make them realize that the same issues they went so many miles away to solve are right at their footsteps. The world is moving fast, and time is moving faster. Students are the future. We are the tomorrow. But we can't hope to do this alone. We need dedicated, motivated students to come together, get off their path, and start making trails. For one can only move a stone, but together we can move mountains.